Hello. Just getting ready to go to work, and that's why I've just popped this over to cover up the branding on my shirt. I got the blue weave off the loom yesterday and gave it a wash, and I've just taken it off the line. Still slightly damp, I think, but it looks like it might rain today, so I just wanted to bring it in before I left. I'll just show you what it's like. I'm quite happy with it. It's come out really nice and soft. I'm not sure if there is, that's probably the front there. So there was the 5 shades of blue that I used for the wall, and I actually used those in the weft as well. And just, yeah, no grand plan. Had a bit of a play there with some patterning. I've just done this in one piece. I think it was a 12-meter warp, so I'm not sure how much actual usable fabric I have, but I'm planning on sewing something with this. I've got some ideas that I might use it for. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. There's just some waste yarn in the bottom there. So I got word yesterday that yes, I am, well, it's up to me, but there is space for me to vend at the craft fair market later in the year. It's in August, so I want to try and get a few pieces ready for that. This one I didn't worry too much about the selvage because it is destined to be sewn into something. I'm going to put a purple warp on the loom this afternoon when I get home from work, and I'm thinking that will be maybe 2 or 3 scarves. I'll see how much is on the warp. So yeah, lots of weaving over the next few months. I've got a fair few pieces of woven fabric, which are just waiting to have something done to them. I'll show you here. So I do have quite a pile. I've got the 2 wall hangings that you sometimes see in the background of my videos. I've got another tub that's got some other wall hangings and a couple of scarves, and then I've got these woven fabrics here, which some will be table runners, like this one. It's a table runner, and some will be sewn into garments of some kind or something. I've also got ideas for a couple of smaller items that'll be at, you know, a less expensive sort of the range. So I need to warp up, probably do those on the rigid heddle loom, get that warped and get a few of those done as well. Okay, I've got to go. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. Just a quick check-in, let you know what I've been up to this week. I'm just knitting around on my temperature blanket, just to, well, I think it's meant to be a shawl or a wrap, just to bring it up to date. You can see we had a really hot day in here. So yeah, that's in the Bendigo Luxury. The colour I'm using at the moment is called Curry. So grab your project, sit down and have a knit. Done quite a bit of knitting this week. Well, not lots, but yeah. I finished the In the Loop cowl that I was knitting, which was another gift knit. So I've done 2 of those. And unfortunately, I've already packaged it up and it's gone. I might be able to pop a photo up here if I remember. But it's In the Loop. It's a free pattern from Espace Tricot, and it used the Rowan Yarns Alpaca Classic. So basically it's a long cowl, infinity scarf, whatever, a loop. It can wrap around twice. Well, I was going to say the inside, but you could have whatever way you wanted. One side is, I think they were 1 row stripes, black and white stripes. Just let's get rid of those notifications. Black and white stripe. And then the other side of the cowl was in a wider stripe, and you use 3 colours and you repeat them twice, so there's 6 sort of wider stripes. So both the cowls I did had the black and white stripe on one side. The other side, they both had a grey, and then one was in 2 shades of blue, and excuse me, one was in 2 shades of pinky purple sort of colour. So I got that done. Been keeping my, I think it's called Temperature Project in the Round or something. It does have, wherever my stitch markers are, will be steeking down here, and then these sides will be left as a fringe. So it'll have fringe along both the long sides. But it's quite a quick knit. It is on 6mm needles. I'm using a 10 ply, and it's knit in the round. So yeah, it's quite easy. There's just a couple of twisted stitches that you've got to remember to pop in, but I've got those marked by stitch markers, so it's pretty easy when I get round to those. The other thing I've been working on, I haven't done any more on my hemp top that I started, that cardigan that I started last time. Haven't done any more on that. I've done a little bit on my Stevie. Just trying to get some more length on that. It's pretty slow going. It's one of the last things I choose to pick up, just when I can't concentrate anymore, and it's just simple stockinette stitch in the round. So yeah, I've done a bit on that. Excuse me for disappearing down here. I've done a little bit on my half and half wrap for the Mad About You knit along. So I'm making some progress with my second colour. So I've got 3 sort of shades in these purpley tones and 3 in sort of grey charcoal. So I'm doing the, I think it's called the striped garter triangle wrap, but basically it's the half and half wrap from Pearl Soho, knit in the linen quill, and it's 6 colours, and the pattern tells you when to change colour. So I've done a little bit on that. I just sort of want to keep my hand in with that one, making some progress. I've also done a little bit on the Luella dress, which I'm doing for the Go Big or Go Home make along, being run by Julia and Kathy from 9craft11 and whatnot on Instagram. So go and check that out. It's coming along slowly. I've done all the waist shaping decreases, and now I'm just doing a few rows straight on the waist, and I will start increasing soon, and then it's just basically a longish A-line stockinette skirt until I get near the hem of the skirt, and then I'll be doing some more of the lace and some beads. I thought I'd start one of the sleeves just to get an idea of what I want to do with the sleeve. I'm doing a 3/4 length sleeve, but I'm not sure whether I'll do any of the lace on the end or not. At this stage, not, but I'll see how it goes. So been doing a little bit of progress on that. I did originally want this to wear to a wedding, so I've got probably 5 weeks. I really doubt I'll get it finished, but I'll give it a go. See how we go with that. I haven't got any new cast-ons, and I haven't had any yarn come in, although I have made another order. So you would have seen that blue warp that came off the loom. That counted towards my stash down total, because I know exactly what was in that. It was some fingering weight yarn that I bought from Trichomote. I don't even know what the name was now, and I don't know whether they're still dyeing. Trichomat yarns that I bought a number of years ago for it might have been one of the Andrea Mowry fade projects, because there were 5 skeins that were sort of a fade. And then I changed my mind about that. So I used those 5 as the warp and the weft. So it was just a matter of weighing that when it came off the loom, and I could take that off my totals. The in the loop cowl came off my totals. So I'm down to positive 11,025 meters. So yeah, I think it was last week I was talking about the Marie Wallen, how I want to start that colour work cardigan, and I've got the Jamin and Smith yarn for, and I said I'd been keeping an eye on her website and what sort of kit she was bringing out, and yeah, it's always the way. I've got that project now planned and got some yarn for that, but she's brought out her Fair Old Club number 8. Her Fair Old Club, I'm pretty sure it comes out every year. So the first 2 years were blankets or throws, and then she did a couple of cardigans or jacket style things. There was one that really caught my eye, but I saw it too late. Like, she only has the clubs open for a limited time. But the beauty of the club is, once you buy one of the clubs, you then have the opportunity to go back, and I don't know whether you can purchase the full kit for the other previous clubs or whether it's just the pattern. So 8 came out and it was released this morning. I'd been looking at it for a couple of days and thinking, will I, won't I, will I, won't I? And I bit the bullet and I did purchase that club. So it is a throw, and I can't tell you offhand what it's called. It might be the Killam throw. So I might even be able to put a screenshot up here, or if you have a look on, depending how soon you see this, my Instagram page story, I actually shared a picture of it, or if you have a look at Marie Wallen on Instagram and have a look, or on her website. I don't know how quickly it will sell out. It's limited to 500 or 550 kits. So you might be able to get one of those if you're interested, or just go and check out how beautiful it is. It's going to be an absolute heirloom blanket once I get it finished. But because now I've got that kit, I will be able to go back and at least purchase the pattern for the jacket cardigan that I saw before. So I don't know whether to start the Unst and get a bit of colour work practice in. I am actually tempted to do that. The kit for the blankets is not being shipped until towards the end of March, and there's a start date of sort of mid-April. So maybe I could start the Unst. I don't really want to have a start on that and have that sort of languishing while I'm trying to get the blanket done as well. But anyway, so many whips, not enough time. And then there's all the weaving I've got to get done too for the craft fair. I've got a tub of some weaving pieces, and I went through that just to sort of get an idea of what I've got and what I would like to have to take with me to the fair. I've probably got enough table runners. I might see if I can get a couple of more wall hangings done, and then I just want to get some scarves done. So I'm thinking that warp might give me 3 scarves. I've got another warp ready to go on the loom, and I've actually ordered some more pre-wound warps, and I've got some yarn up there to make another warp. So I might even get another warp on the warping board this afternoon. I want to get the rigid head all warped up to do some of the smaller projects. But yeah, that's okay. Keeps me busy. So yeah, that's about it. I did another square on my cozy memory blanket. I saw Anna Knitter had actually, I think she frames all her squares in a natural, like a cream colour, and then puts another border around the outside, and she's come out with a pattern for a cushion. I don't know if we can hear those dogs barking. So maybe that's something I'll do with these instead of doing a full blanket. I might sort of, yeah, I might do a 6x6 and just make a big cozy sort of blanket, pillow. We'll see. Okay, neighbours' dogs are carrying on. Must be time to go. Got the washing machine beeping. Yeah, that's basically all I've been working on this week. So glad to get that in the loop cowl finished and make some visible progress on my Luella dress and on the half and half wrap, which was really good. It sort of made me feel like I actually got some stuff done this week, so that's great. Yeah, hope you're finding some crafting time, you're all keeping well. If anyone wants to contact me, you can leave a note down in the comments below, or you can contact me on Ravelry or Instagram. I'm on both those places as Yarn About Yarn. Oh, this is my Lycoris top, which I don't wear too often because this is the original sample from the pattern. It's one of my designs. You can find it on Ravelry, but it's just, I've lost weight and it's just a bit big at the moment, but figured I'd get some wear out of it, and it's nice and loose. This is in Homespun House. I think this was her Berlin Sunrise colour, maybe, which I thought was quite pretty, sort of pink and a pale pink, and then it's got the grey speckles through it. But yeah, so Lycoris. If you see me wear that blue, it's sort of a washed out bluey knit top that I often wear. It's done in a linen merino blend from Rosehip Yarn, Rosehip Island. It's the same pattern, I just made it a couple of sizes smaller. But yeah, so take care everyone, and I might have an Unz cast on to show you next week. Go and check out that Marie Wallen. It's Fair Isle Club number 8. I think it's called Fair Isle Club number 8. It might be called the Kill and Throw. Yeah, excited for that to come. Hopefully I can keep up, but it's going to be a very long-term project. Okay, take care everybody. I'll chat to you next week. Bye.